The night is still young, so it'll be a while before this rain passes. Alright, so now let's move on to speak with Hajdad and take on the next quest and the final one for Tataru's boutique story arc entitled More Precious Than Gil. Hajdad is deep in thought. How foolish I was to think the answer would be so simple. I would come home, roll up my sleeves and help restore our village to the way it was. I would find fulfillment. Alas, not all that was lost can be reclaimed. Our people face a new struggle, but perhaps by discovering new ways for the village to fulfill its duty, we might help our community. Exactly. Like the elder said, surely our experiences in Sharian have given us a unique perspective. Not to mention Eureka's extensive knowledge of the world. I'm sure that between the three of us, we can come up with a brilliant plan to support Palakistan. Whatever I can do to help, I'll do it. Yes, you are right. And I'm sure that hearing how everyone fares would give insights as well. So, let's see what we can do. Not a soul here will ever forget the hero of Palakistan. I am sure everyone will be just as eager to speak with you as us. There are also others with whom I'd like to speak once we finished here. Of course, we mustn't forget to pay our respects. Yes, indeed. So Hajdad and Medina are now accompanying you. Let's go ahead and find 3 people to speak to. Beginning with Kareed. Excuse me, I couldn't help but notice that beautiful equipment you delivered to the Elder. As a weaver who crafts armor for our stewards, I would love to hear more about its origins. Yeah, so here's what I can tell you about it. Created in cooperation with guilds from across the world. Oh, I must have a closer look. The final days exposed the limitations of my skills. Traditional Thavnerian techniques alone did not suffice. I am eager to hone my craft by studying the work of foreign artisans. Although, in my weaker moments, I often wonder if purchasing armor for our students would be the superior solution. Alas, that would require a surplus of coin as well as available products. Not to mention tombstones. As a village sustained by donations and remittances, we would be hard-pressed to afford anything so expensive, even if such suppliers were to venture thus deep into the jungle. Yeah, let's see what else we can glean as far as information is concerned. Yeah, we're speaking with Utpala from Nerko Sodara. Need some more water here. There we go. Oh, hello there! Staying for a while or just passing through? Actually, Miss Utpala, here's what we need to tell you. Our recovery has been slow but steady, though I am concerned for those who still struggle with wounds our healers cannot cure. The final days may have passed, but grief and trauma are not so easily overcome, or ever for those who must accept them as constant companions. Ours is a tightly knit community, but I worry for those in the capital and abroad. I imagine it is difficult for them to honor the old teachings as they labor far from home. So many of us fled during those dark times. If only we could bring the comforts of community to all Hanish. Yeah, it's certainly an idea to mull over. I imagine it can't be easy for you guys to go into a house, get out of the rain, and then go right back into it. And then Miss Viraban. Yeah, a sister of the Lance who we met a long time ago. Even it isn't Hajdad and Medina, accompanied by our savior, no less. Welcome home, welcome home. Well, it's good to see you again, sister. True, we're a bit short-handed these days, but we manage nevertheless. While there's a happiness in being reunited with our young ones, we're just as happy knowing that you are walking your own path no matter where it leads. I remember Hajdad couldn't wait to become a steward when he was little, but as far as I'm concerned, sending a maid from afar is just as praiseworthy as tending to the temples here. Times are changing, and who is to say that this cannot be another form of stewardship? A steward who supports the village from afar. I never even considered the possibility. Seeing everyone so eager to help one another makes me more determined than ever to contribute. But before anything else, shall we go? Yes, it will be good to visit. To Borusta then. Could we ask you to accompany us? The temple roads are perilous and your presence will be a great comfort. Yeah, I can certainly do that. But yeah, as you can also see in the quest objective list, Rika is also on the way to taking the Ceremony of Eternal Bonding. So, eventually that time will come, but a date has not been chosen for Rika and her new bride. And one that was only taken after Rika's previous bride, the person who played that character lost her file. So unfortunately, she would never be able to use it again, so someone new has taken the place, but just needs to actually take the ceremony now. So, we find along the way some conversation circles. Let's go ahead and speak with Hajdad first to converse about the Shard of the Samga, where the particular area where we are here in Yedlamad, or in Thavnir rather. When I was little, we used to run through these wilds playing steward and imagining fierce battles with hideous beasts. Got the scolding of a lifetime when our parents found out. Yeah, because you were little kids and the enemies all around you were level 85. But when it really happened, when the sky turned red and the jungle spewed forth unspeakable horrors, I could do naught but cower. Perhaps it's why I feel so guilty for not returning, for not doing more, even if it may never be enough. But this time I will rise to the occasion. And meanwhile from Miss Medina. I never used to give much thought to those who walked these roads before me. Countless pilgrims who risked their life for faith, aware of the dangers ahead, they pressed on. So strong was their devotion, so sacred their tradition. 'Tis a perilous path you walk, so it is written, and so too our forebears must have felt when braving these jungles to reach what will become our beloved home. So, onward now? Yeah, I wholeheartedly agree with that, Baba. Yeah, it's really a shame that that couldn't have been kept going. But yeah, the particular person who lost their file was someone in an episode once I arrived in Garlemald that we had discussions on the climax of what happened that day in the end of the Formula 1 season, which was very controversial and resulted in the first World Championship of what is now 3 in a row for Max Verstappen. Yeah, this past season, Max just basically owned everyone and it wasn't even close. I might as well have been watching Michael Schumacher for how dominant Verstappen was. Alright, so we've arrived at our destination. As the rain seems to have stopped for a while. It has been a while. Yes, but we made it. I'm home. Mother. Father. Yeah, let's leave them to their prayers. Will we do the same? Or will we just stay in guard? I guess we're just staying in guard. Here at Perusa we may commune with the spirits of the departed. Neither Medina nor my parents survived the final days. I told them about how you saved us and that we're doing well. I know they will rest easier for it. That's good to hear. May the next time we visit be to deliver glad tidings from Palakistan. Though I was relieved to find the village in a better state than I had feared, it seems there are still issues we might help address. Finding a steady source of income, for instance, so the stewards can be properly outfitted without overwhelming our weaver. I was also troubled to hear about those who continue to struggle without the support of a local community. There must be some way to provide respite. Yes, indeed. The question is what? Do you have any thoughts? Ask yourself, what would Tataru do? Never underestimate the power of a partnership. Or expand your horizons and think big. Yeah, what would Tataru do? Well, from what we've learned, never underestimate the power of a partnership. Indeed, Mistress Tataru developed the boutique through close partnerships after all, and look how far it's come. Wait, that's it! If Palika stand well to enter into a partnership with the boutique, that might lead to great opportunities. I think you're onto something. If the boutique sold wares the village produced, for instance, our people would have a reliable revenue stream. But what can Palika's stand offer, and to whom? How about amulets and talismans, or images of the deities? Something simple, created with love for our homeland and our faith, so no one forgets or feels forgotten. I like that. Our temples were created in remembrance of our ancestors and divine teachings, but reminders needed only take the form of great works. A small keepsake may be just what our scattered brethren need to reassure themselves that they are still members of the community. This could be the answer we were looking for. I can't wait to tell Mistress Tataru. Wonderful. Rather, I can't wait for you to tell Mistress Tataru, Medina. It was your idea after all. Well, yeah, that is true. A team effort, let us say. I certainly couldn't have come up with it without you and Rika. If our proposal is approved, Mistress Tataru will no doubt need assistance in Shalian, and I am ready and willing to provide it. But what of you, Hashtag? What will you do? What will he do? I too will return to the boutique. One day I will come here to stay, but for now, I wish to do all in my power to help our village thrive. I am relieved to hear you say so. Let us go and consult with the elder about our plan. And so, back to town they go. You know, I'm definitely going to need to restock on water later. Alright, let's go ahead and speak with Yerovets. I hear you were kind enough to escort these children to Perusa. Again, you have my gratitude. Are your feelings any clearer for it? I think so. Medina and I talked it over, and we believe we have struck upon a new way the village might support our people. So, after explaining it to the elder... Tangible mementos of our faith. An interesting proposition. Many here will be glad to recreate such reminders. I expect those unable to perform strenuous labor would be especially grateful for an opportunity to contribute to the prosperity of our village. To say nothing of the options these additional funds would provide. But most importantly, we will be able to help those who have chosen to live apart from us and feel that much more connected to their community and their faith. I am proud of you both for discovering such an innovative way to do so. So, seal of approval obtained. It would likely mean Hashtag and I will stay in Shalian for the foreseeable future. Then take with you the knowledge that you, well, no matter where your journey takes you, our hearts will always be as one. May the sisters guide you. We'll come back again, I promise. In the meantime, we shall see our plan to fruition. I will send word once we've determined the particulars. Right then, Shalian awaits. And so, until they meet again. And we will reunite with them back over in Shalian. Alright, let's go. Geez, lots of food-themed character names I'm finding tonight. Alright, Medina. Rika, the necklace is back from the lapidary. That's great to hear. He had nothing but fond memories of Mr. Tataru and is eager to pour his everything into the restoration. The result is magnificent. The original sapphire, accented with black pearl from the ruby sea and rose shell bullet, united by a length of maki leather. A singular necklace symbolizing Mistress Tataru's past and present. By the sisters, what a remarkable gift! Yeah, I think we've done well burning the candle tonight on both ends. However, it wants for a finishing touch. And what would that be? Preferably by your hand, Rika. And after hearing about your visit to Palaka's stand, I know just the thing. In short, we will be proposing a new line of products to help our people feel closer to the roots, yes? So in honor of Mr. Tataru's roots, I would have you inscribe the symbol of Nalthal upon the back of the pendant. You actually know who Nalthal is? Yeah, stammering, I'll do my best, but yeah, it would be an honor. Because it wouldn't be just Rika doing this, it would basically be also on behalf of Edie, Rika, Corinne, and Shinji. With a collective work of 5 warriors of light. Letting Rika use her goldsmithing techniques because she is a master crafter. With painstaking effort and unwavering focus, you engrave the symbol of the traders onto Tataru's necklace. Any who behold it will surely know, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that this final flourish was the product of your heroic hand. I'm sure she will adore it. Our work is officially done. And so now, I just received word from Mistress Tataru. She should be arriving in Scholar's Harbor soon. Let's go and meet her there. Alright. And perhaps not a moment too soon because it looks like dawn is coming. And so, after the sun rises, yeah, here she comes. No need to check in with the Woolly Affairs official. She just sees us all right here and can't help but hurry on over. I wasn't expecting a personal escort from the docks, though I dare say I could grow accustomed to it. How was your time at Palaka's stand? Did you find it worthwhile? And so, they explain everything that they went through. So while they do have interest in our equipment, matters of recovery are their greater concern at present. Recovery, yes, but also growth, which may lead to a lucrative opportunity for the boutique, if you will permit me to suggest another new product. What if we offered handicrafts designed and produced by the people of Palaka's stand? Authentic works representative of Hannish culture. For those of us living abroad, reminders of home would do wonders to ease feelings of estrangement, and for others, such pieces could be appreciated as beautiful works of art. Yeah, it doesn't always have to be about the clothing. Our village is up to the task. You will not be disappointed. Doubt not that conviction, Mistress Tataru. Yeah. Are you satisfied with what they're proposing? A product that embodies Thavnia's spiritual beauty to be shared with the whole world? Why, the boutique should offer nothing less. Though we made wonderful progress with our samples, I believe it's time for a change of pace. and handicrafts born from a heartfelt desire to celebrate one's culture is bound to resonate with others. Look at that smile. And it makes them smile too. Given her eagerness, I presume Medina intends to stay and help facilitate this new venture. But what about you, Hastad? You felt the call to return to Thavnir rather more strongly, as I recall. And yet, yes, well, after talking with everyone at home, I realized that living apart from them does not mean that I must forsake my childhood dreams of service. I believe I can best serve my people by staying in Sharlayan and continuing to work at the boutique, if you'll have me. With pleasure, Hastad. Yeah, sigh of relief. And so, Mr. Tataru, if it would not be untoward, we would like to present you with a small token of our appreciation for everything you've done for us. And so now, after all this time and after all these patches, Tataru, this is for you. Not untoward at all, rest assured that I graciously accept all offers of praise and adoration, especially ones as fine as this. Yeah, let's see if you recognize it though. But how queer! This sapphire looks remarkably like the one my... Yep, but that's not all. Rika, is this my mother's sapphire? It certainly is. Hers, now now rightfully yours, or I hope we haven't overstepped our bounds, or try and add my own contribution in and say, look, I put the symbol of Nothal on the back. But yeah, Tataru, I hope we haven't overstepped our bounds here. I mean, you've done a lot for these people. No, it's perfect. I'm simply surprised is all. Never in my life did I imagine I'd see this jewel again. Yeah, and now you can wear it with pride wherever you go. It was part of a family heirloom. When my mother was married, she received it from her mother. How her eyes sparkled when she spoke of one day giving it to me. I'll never forget. But when father's business failed, we lost everything. And that was the last I saw of it. Though the heirloom did not survive in its entirety, Master Pippin managed to recover the sapphire. From there, we collected parts from clients during sample deliveries and commissioned the necklace you now hold. Now that I think of it, Rika often did receive mysterious gifts on those visits. So that's what it was about. Glad we could help. Flashback time. Yeah, back to when Tataru wore her hair down. Time after time, I am reminded that a fortune in coin promises only a fraction of what a wealth of friendship provides. When my family lost its last skill, I became a lapidary's apprentice, and that's how I met a certain miner named Nymphilia. And there you were when the signs of the 7th Dawn were born. We hit it off instantly, chatting every time she brought in gems for appraisal. And then one day, she came not with her usual haul, but with an invitation to join the Path of the 12. The rest, as they say, is history. One serendipitous meeting that led to so many others, that led to so many incredible adventures. Over a total of 10 long years. But notice how none of the other scions other than Nymphilia and herself are actually present in that shot. Yeah, and she looks like she's about to cry too. That saw a poor little girl reunited with a priceless memento. And presented to you here before your new friends here in Sharlayan. Our teachings say that there is more ugliness than beauty in this world. To live is to suffer. But we never need suffer alone. And what is more beautiful than the bonds we share with others? Indeed, it is these connections that give meaning to our lives. Connections for which I am too grateful, and thus compelled to advise that we return to the Agora. The counter remains unmanned, and we mustn't neglect our clients. No, I suppose not. Yeah, hold on to that for safekeeping, Tataru. Quite right, quite right! Back to work with a lot of us! We've got new products to plan! And now you have a team of collaborators to help you out. Hey there, Ansonius, welcome to the stream, glad to have you with us. I guess you timed your arrival perfectly. And so now to complete this quest and the saga with Mr. Tataru as a whole, let's speak with Medina. Rika, on behalf of the entire boutique, allow me to thank you for all you have done. I am ashamed to admit that in our excitement to prepare Mistress Tataru's surprise, Vasarud and I failed to prepare something for you. Yeah, it's alright. Yeah, I'd never seen her with her hair down either. And that sounds like the cue from Mistress Tataru! Yeah, you were eavesdropping this whole time. With a look on your face. But yeah. Very soon, Rika will no doubt embark upon another journey to corners of the world unknown, as she is wont to do. So, to wish you well in making new friends, and to remind you of those who will always hold you in their hearts, I have prepared... drumroll please. Bespoke chocobo barding, crafted with love by one Tataru. Yeah, chocobo barding. Yeah, for the first time, the clothing is not for the Warrior of Light, but for the Warrior of Light's mode of transportation. And I think we all approve of the outcome of this. I dare say the boutique will be embarking upon its own adventure in the coming days, and with true adventure, invariably comes tribulation. But with your compassion, resourcefulness, and reliability, I have every confidence that we shall succeed in our respective endeavors. To ever higher returns of both coin and camaraderie. Yeah, we're all in agreement. Oh, and don't think just because you're running off to the other side of the world doesn't mean that I don't intend to solicit your future involvement, Rika. No, of course not. You won't escape me that easily. No, not at all. Yeah, especially with that smile. And that's the saga which took across multiple patches, had us confronting bandits, having to use a machine, the G-Savior, to shoot down a lookalike of Valens von Varro, and a whole bunch of other stuff, culminates in Tataru being reunited with something that she lost, and she rewarding us with 1,217 gil, the aforementioned bespoke chocobo barding known as Wayfarer's barding, and Tataru's bespoke framers kits. And we also earned the achievement Big Dreams, Found Fortune. I believe this is something we get a title for, right? No, we just get the knowledge that we have reunited little Lalafell, who has been through a lot in her life with something that she lost. So we have successfully completed everything that was to be done here at Tataru's boutique. And so that has been done, but there's still something else that needs to be taken care of. It's not easy to necessarily get the perfect shots as we're getting ready to move on to the next part of our journey this evening, and it's going to take us back to Razat Han. But we'll always have the memories of helping out these three who had to flee from the final days find their own happily ever after.